Today, we're diving into some hard lessons I learned during this year's Black Friday Cyber Monday season. Lessons that could save you time, stress, and money next time around. If you've ever felt the chaos of Black Friday Cyber Monday and everything in between, you're not alone. This year, I made a mistake that I still can't believe I overlooked. But the good news is, I'm sharing it with you so you don't make the same one. We'll also dive into what worked, what didn't, and how to make sure you're not just surviving Black Friday Cyber Monday next year, but thriving. Hi, friends. Welcome back to the Inbox to Income podcast. My name is LIEZLE, and in this little corner of the internet, I share all things email marketing for e-commerce stores. Spend less than 15 minutes with me each week, and I'll help you turn store browsers into loyal customers, all in the most cost-effective way possible. Whether you're new to email marketing or just need a confidence boost, you're in the right place. Let's dive into some post-Black Friday Cyber Monday lessons. First, let's talk about the numbers. I know they're boring, but they do tell an important story all on their own. We'll start with my client's big wins. Total sales for the weekend came in at $2,722. That's an 81% increase over Black Friday Cyber Monday 2023. If that doesn't feel like progress, I don't know what does. And when it comes to traffic, we had 1,033 sessions, which led to 32 orders. Our add to cart rate was 6.29%, which is a 41% increase compared to last year. And our conversion rate, it hit 2.9%, which reflects a 36% improvement in sessions converted. Those numbers tell me one thing: we're moving in the right direction. Now, let's look at the marketing channels. Email marketing pulled its weight with a 39% open rate and $415 in revenue. While I am happy with that, I'll explain shortly why that number could and should have been much higher. SMS also performed well, bringing in $154 in revenue with a 7.21% click rate. Honestly, that click rate made me do a little happy dance. What about costs? Our ad spend totaled $1,200, which directly resulted in 9 purchases at $140 per purchase. While not the most efficient, it did contribute to a strong overall weekend. And a quick note on engagement. Our click to open rate for the emails was 2.3% in total. Given the sea of promotional emails flooding inboxes over the weekend, I'll take it as a win. Our unsubscribe rate stayed low at 0.25%, which tells me we struck the right tone without overwhelming our audience. Now, the hard part, our bounce rate was 7.34%, which is a little higher than I'd like. This happened because I emailed our entire list once a day because we really do want to make sure we capture all the leads we have. But what I will do differently next year, though, is spend the entire month of November emailing the entire list with valuable informational content to try and get them on the engaged segment before we start pushing the sales. That way, I can also suppress any bounces that happen before the sale starts and avoid having a high bounce rate again. But here's the one crucial lesson I learned this year that felt like a kick in the gut. Saturday was our peak sales day, yet we missed out on significant revenue because no emails were sent. Why? Because we hit our Klaviyo emails plan limit. And without the automatic upgrade setting turned on, every email for that day was cancelled. It was my son's 4th birthday, and I was soaking in every moment with family and friends. Naturally, I assumed my campaigns were running smoothly in the background. After all, the previous days had gone off without a hitch. But by not actively monitoring, I really missed a critical issue that cost us an entire day's worth of email-driven sales. With $450 attributed to emails over the weekend, we could have easily reached $1,000 or more if Saturday's emails had been sent. Missing this opportunity was a harsh reminder of how vital it is to have all systems in check, especially during high stakes promotions. The takeaways: always stay engaged with your campaigns during major promotions. Whether it's having a backup plan or assigning someone to monitor your systems, don't leave things to chance. And if there's one thing you take away from today, it's this: go to your Klaviyo account right now, navigate to billing, preferences, email upgrade, and turn on that automatic upgrade. Trust me, you do not want to learn this lesson the hard way. If you're unsure how to do this, send me a DM and I'll send you a quick video. Here's something I've learned the hard way over the years. What you don't write down, you will forget. Right now, while it's fresh in your mind, jot down the lessons you've learned from this year's Black Friday Cyber Monday. What worked, what didn't, and what will you do differently next year? Put it somewhere you'll actually see it, whether that's your 2025 calendar, a digital reminder, or a note in your project management system. I promise you, when Black Friday Cyber Monday 2025 rolls around way sooner than we can imagine, you'll be grateful for those notes because you won't remember all the details. Now that the sales weekend is wrapping up, the real work begins, turning those first buyers into loyal customers. Here are 3 steps you can take this week to keep the momentum going. 1. Send a post-purchase flow. This is your chance to thank your buyers, offer helpful tips for their new product, and plant the seed for their next purchase. You probably already have a post-purchase flow in place, but make sure you tweak the words and the language on that a little bit to be more relevant. And then you can just always switch it back in a couple of weeks. 2, you want to plan a loyalty campaign. Keep your customers engaged with exclusive offers or sneak peeks for the rest of the holiday season. 3, analyze your data. Look at what worked, what didn't, and where you can improve. Use this as a springboard to start planning for 2025. Yes, it's never too early, and you're kind of a little bit late. And please switch on automatic upgrade in your Klaviyo account right now because it affects your flows, which need to go out every single day. All right, friends, that's it for today's episode. I hope these lessons help you avoid some of the pitfalls I experienced this year and set you up for even bigger success next time. If you haven't already, head over to the blog on SHECOMMERCEsimplified.com/blog for more actionable tips on maximizing your post-Black Friday Cyber Monday sales. Check out the show notes where I'll leave a few relevant links for you. And one last thing, if you made a huge mistake like I did this year, or the results weren't what you were praying for, please give yourself some grace. You are doing the best you can, and growth comes from learning. Let's not beat ourselves up, but instead learn from every single win and every single mistake. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love it if you subscribed, left a review, or shared it with a fellow e-commerce entrepreneur. Until next time, remember, your inbox is the gateway to income.